I truly don't get what's going on with James Harden anymore. I just don't. Nothing makes sense to me. So there was an interview that he had. You know, he's publicly came out numerous times, and I played too early. That said that he wants to get traded from the Sixers to the LA Clippers. And upon laughing so hard that I can't control myself, when I actually do settle down and try to get a logical thought in my brain, I think about why. Why is this a thing for him? Why is it always, or why is it currently, that he wants to get out of Philly? He recently came out and said that when he wanted to get traded to Philly, he wanted to retire a Sixer. You're a Sixer. What's forcing you to retire a Sixer? What's forcing you not to? Like, there's nothing stopping you here. What is stopping you is the fact that you think that you're worth more than what they're paying you. That's the problem. It has nothing to do with how Daryl Morey treats you, how he doesn't treat you, how the team is not good, how they haven't put certain pieces around you. None of that matters. It's all money related. Max money. James Harden thinks that he's a max player. Max player meaning that he thinks that he's worth anywhere north of $55+ million a year. He's not. At this stage of his career, all the tread that he has on the tires, or lack of tread that he has on the tires, the wear and tear, the problems that he's created, the constantly in and out of teams. He wants to get traded here. He gets traded there. He's not happy. He wants to get traded there. He gets traded there. He's not happy. It's a vicious cycle. This is going to possibly be the second time that he's with Daryl Morey and he forces his way out of a Daryl Morey run team. If I'm Daryl Morey, why would I even be comfortable with that? No, I'm not going to trade you where you want to go unless I get what I want. Daryl Morey believes that he should get an all-star back for James Harden. I can't blame the man for that. But what are you going to have to deal with knowing that this guy is going to be a disgruntled player going forward? So this is what James Harden said in the training camp presser that he had, which just doesn't make sense to me because I got some more stuff to pull on him.
Explain sort of where your head is at with your situation and kind of how you plan to proceed from here.
Yeah, just to like the fans, man. It's like just appreciate the support and love, and you know, I mean, it's definitely a difficult time, but for me, it's just trusting, you know, people that you've known over decades, and you know, when I got traded here, my whole thing was I wanted to retire a Sixer. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to be here and retire a Sixer, and front office didn't have that in their future plans. You know what I mean? So like it's literally out of my control. It's something that I didn't want to happen. I'm assistant being in this position. But, you know, I got to make a decision for, you know, my family. I understand this is a business. You know what I mean? So it's just as simple as that. You know what I mean? I come here today and work my butt off and do the things necessary as a professional as I would do and as I've been doing for 15 years.
What do we take away from that little minute clip? Certain things that he said. Gotta do what's best for my family. Wouldn't it be best for your family to stay in one place? If your kids are going to school, they've already established roots here because you've told them that this is it, that this is where you want to be. And all of a sudden now you want to up and leave. You want to go to the Clippers. Why do you want to go to the Clippers? Because you believe that you can go to a franchise in the Clippers that you can do whatever the hell you want to do. They're losers. They're career losers. They have an owner that spends a lot of money has a lot of money, and he's desperate to win. So anybody that's desperate to win will make mistakes in bringing in anybody. He has Russell Westbrook over there already. He has Paul George there. Kawhi Leonard. So you want to add him to the mix now? Go ahead. I've seen circuses that have more structure than the Clippers do. What do I care? But what I do care about is how he views himself. So I'd like to put some facts out there for you, some stats. Not even more stats, just more of an evaluation of understanding what James Harden is. Did you know that the Brooklyn Nets offered James Harden a max extension before the 21-22 season? Do you know how much that extension would have been for? 3 years at $161 million. He declined that. Decided to get traded to the Sixers. So the Sixers now have given him a little bit more money, or he took less to opt in so they can get more players in. But now he's upset that he doesn't have the money that he deserves. You could have signed that extension and still ended up a Sixer. You see how that works? So you turn down money, but now you want them to make up what you turned down. No. That's not the way it works. You accepted the deal. Play out your contract. You can be a free agent after this year. But guess what the reality is for James Harden? If James Harden hits the free agent market this season, he's not going to make anywhere close to what he's making right now. Because there's going to be teams out there that are going to say, yeah, you're a bit of a flight risk. So why should I invest my money when we can probably get maybe 2 or 3 guys for that amount of money that want to be here and want to build themselves up as players, not looking at if they can be a scoring champion or this me attitude that comes with all of these other arrangements that I got to make sure that you have arrangements to go to the strip club. I got to make sure that you have this, you got Meek Mill. Like, all of these things that come with you. Don't want it. So that's the problem. Turn down a lot of money. Turn down a lot of money, and now you're trying to recoup that back. Won't happen. So what's going to be the solution? Is Daryl Morey going to continue to play hardball with James Harden? I think he should. Call his bluff. I'm going to play you. If you want to go ahead and devalue yourself during the season by not playing hard, not showing up on time, not being in shape, that's up to you. I have to continue to do what's best for this team. It's just like the Milwaukee Bucks. It's just like the Portland Trailblazers. Dame has been saying, I'm going to Miami. I want to go to Miami. I'm if I'm gonna be loyal to the soil, I'm not going anywhere. But then I want to go to Miami. And they said, oh, Miami, you say? That's where you want to go? South Beach? You want to Clevelander? You want to be all of these places? Yeah, cool. We're sending you to the Bucks. That's where you're going. Happy with that? Don't really care because that's where you're going. As a team, you find the best deals that are appropriate for you. That's what's going to happen to James Harden. He may not end up on the Clippers. He'll end up somewhere else. Maybe not where he's happy. But if it comes back down to money, maybe he will go to some sideshow team that needs an attraction to sell some tickets, and they'll pay him the big bucks. Will he be happy? Because if that's the case, you're complaining or you're not happy about what you're making. Because you being a 76er, you are a Sixer. You could retire a Sixer if you wanted to. They have another superstar there. They have the GM that you like. What's the problem? There is none. The only problem is your ego. The only problem is that you feel that you should be making more money. The decisions you made put you in this situation, and now you want somebody else to clean it up for you. You know what that sounds like? It sounds like a child. Children make mistakes, and then they run to their parents to go fix it, not taking accountability for what they actually did. That's where dangling money in front of you because another desperate franchise wants to give you money to help change their culture. You said no. So why should a fairly decent run franchise tell you yes? If you didn't take the sucker money, you think I'm going to give you that? It's not happening.